So we're not sure if this is part of the repair situation. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Little mini digger thing. Oh, it's a right laugh actually. Yeah, that was like a right laugh. So it's not ideal, this, is it? We've just had a chat with the chap, and over the noise of that generator, we have determined that it's now looking like Wednesday.
And it is now Monday.
It is now Monday.
And it happened on
Thursday? Something like that, wasn't it? Such is life. Yeah, if only, eh? No lock operation. Right, I'm going to take a wander up and see what we can see. Oh, is he? Have a look at your shiny mushrooms.
There's always some reprobates of that.
Well on there, sorry.
I hear you might even be Morin near us as well.
Best get the wine out.
They do say a farmer's work is never done. Gosh, they must have some pretty strong lights. Busy beavers. Right, it's lock number one of the day done. Sue's just hung back to close the gates. The chap that is on the boat there is single-handing, so Sue's going to close the gates for him and then jump back on Josh. In the meanwhile, we have, what would you call that? Got a refugee, an asylum seeker. I don't think that's the safest place for him, is it? So let's get him into the undergrowth instead. Come on, you. Come in here. It's funny, isn't it? So we've been. Is that a spot of water on the lens? Is that better? So we've been there for, well, what is it now? A week tomorrow. And if you went through today, you'd just not know there was anything there, would you? You'd not know there was a problem and a hold up, and just how many people were inconvenienced and had to change plans, and holiday boaters that had to beach the boats and jump on flights to America and Australia. Yeah. There's my angel, looking resplendent in purple.
Resplendent what?
In purple.
Soggy purple. I think he was hoping that boat behind us might help him through, but they just stood under the umbrella and looked at him.
Okay.
Yeah.
God's sake. Hello. Oh, look at the white duck. She's bossy. Or she. Cyril the squirrel. Oh, look at him. They're cute when they sit up like little meerkats. I wonder if he's found something interesting or not.
It's a cute little spot, isn't it? Double bridgeage.
One of them over the other.
Yeah, me too. Footbridge is lovely.
It's really nice, sort of the way they've got the bricks curving.
Alright.
Alright, so what's crackling, Sue? Where are we?
We are at Wardle Lock. with Wardle Lock cottage behind us. So
Cool.
we've seen the little plaque about a lady called Maureen, who was the lockkeeper here. So I had to do a bit of research because I like knowing about people. And she was known locally as Auntie Maureen, and this was known as Maureen's Lock. So Morin was given away at 9 by her mother to a family who didn't want her either, so she ended up being taken in by a boating family called the Jinxes and worked on oil boats going from Stanlow to Wolverhampton. She never learned to read or write, but she was taught principles of not lying and not stealing, and she was one of the last horse boaters, so she was taught to steer the horse and did that for the Jinx family for a number of years until she was 16 when she married Jack. Jack worked for Fellows, Morton and Clayton, collecting goods from the docks at Liverpool, Manchester and Western Point and moving them along to Wolverhampton. Various goods, but including sugar from the Tate & Lyle factory in Ellesmere Port. Jack went away to do national service, and when he returned they worked on a spoon dredger on the River Weaver before retiring and living near the Wolverhampton flight. Sometime later they moved to Wardle Cottage. Jack died in 1992 and Maureen became the unofficial lockkeeper and lived in the cottage you see behind us. She dispensed advice to boaters whether it was needed, wanted or not, but became a firm favourite and everybody looked to her for advice and information on the waterways. She left the cottage in 2011 and sadly died in March 2021, just 3 days after the Lock Cottage was sold. The coffin was taken from Wardle Lock Cottage to the church for her funeral on Narrowboat Tay, which was the sister vessel of Narrowboat Spade, the boat she'd worked on the canals all those years ago. There were around 50 people joined the procession walking along the towpath, all paying their respects to Auntie Maureen. Maureen told a story of life on the waterway. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate, but I've got company.
He's about to get bossed by a cygnet. Just trying to do some filming. This cygnet's wandered up behind the lock beam. Look at it. Look, she's moved back along the lock beam because the cygnet's come this side of it. She's going to end up in that lock in a minute. Oh, there's one on the left of her now. Surrounding her.
Maureen oh gosh, there's another one coming. Maureen told her story of life on the waterways for Middlewich Vision. The CD's called Tales of Witch and Water and tells the story of the heritage of Middlewich's connections with salt and the waterways.
Thank you, my angel. Service with a smile as ever. These are cool. I'll explain about those in a moment for those that aren't aware of them. This is the Wardle Canal, the shortest canal on the entire network. It's basically from where we are now to the other end of that bridge. That's it. Just given a good old honk of my hooter to let anyone on the other side of this bridge know we're coming through. So that's the Trent and Mersey Canal in front, but it goes both ways. You can turn right through King's Lock, there's a pub there, or left towards the town centre, which is what we're doing. There's a water point to the right as well if you were to need one. So there's your water point. And that's up to King's Lock. There's a chandlery here as well, a bit of a boatyard and a chandlery. It's an unusual arrangement there, isn't it? Cute. What are these guys up to? That's cool, isn't it? Something to do with salt then? Is that how they got the boiled off the water? Or the water from the brine to leave the salt?
We came up here, yes, on Monday, and that were all these books out. No, we can enjoy. I mean, really,
More Bev and Steve.
You had to think about that, Bev and Steve.
Yeah, no, because he does a bit of vlogging on motorbikes.
Oh, really?
See you later.
Alright, we'll give it a watch. See you later. Heaving and hoeing. Or is my hoe heaving? What? Cut.
Not currently.
Right, so I promised to tell you what these gaps were for, or this design in the bridge. It's to allow a single boater to pull their boat through using a rope. That bridge was solid, didn't have that cut in the middle, then you wouldn't be able to pull the boat through on the rope. Ooh. Is that an old 109 Landy? Series 3? I'm going to say that's a Series 3. If you know better, please post up. Not sure if that should be at that rather jointy angle or not. Right, apparently there's an eel here, so I'm just going to have a look, see if we can see him. Attached to it. Lovely. Cheeky blinders. Bright, isn't it? Sue's looking for the eel.
It's not there.
Well, maybe he's gone now then.
Well, where was it? I can't see it.
Down that corner.
Did you get a picture of it?
Oh, look at those. Right, it's officially lobbing it down. Official. So we've stopped. We're going to have some lunch and then decide whether to carry on later. Currently thinking we probably won't. So anyway, we've got Whacker Pond right opposite, so that's pretty cool. It'd be cool if we had a hatch on that side, so that's not tempting us to move on. And neither is that. So wet things currently drying in the well deck. Well, I say the drying, there's just sort of dripping all over the place really. Yeah, got to say, hat, super amazing. Look at that, there's even bits of it that are dry. Yeah, that's been, it's kept my head really dry, so that's been superb. My waterproof's been pretty good, better than pretty good actually, very good. Sue's rubbish, so we need to get her a replacement. Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Chuk 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 chuk. So one thing I don't think we've told you, semi-purposely, is my Angel's struggling a bit today. I think she's got an ear infection. So we're not sure in or outer middle ear, but she's been doing some research. She was in a lot of pain last night with it. It seems to get better with heat. I mean, how does that work? I got her an ice pack out of the freezer last night, thinking that was going to be the solution, and she said, "Can you get me a hot water bottle?" So anyway, got her a hot water bottle, and that seemed to help. But we've had such a bad run of illness and bad luck recently, just sick of stuff going wrong really. But there you go, which is part of the reason why I haven't told you that she's poorly. I don't want to moan, but anyway, so this might never make it into a video, but it seems relevant to at least mention it in case something else happens. So and this is right opposite the kitchen window. Fantastic. A whacker pond. In fact, here is a whacker. Want to know if I've got food. This one's doing its ablutions. Oh, look at that fabulous blue streak. How unusual to be doing that inches away from me. Right, I'm going to go on a mini scavenge hunt whilst I'm out. Josh keeps banging on the bank where we are. It's all concrete bank. There are rings, but they're just too far. The placement's too far away to be ideal. So as soon as a boat goes past, we've had a couple of speeders again, sadly. Yeah, he sort of gets bashed against the bank. You get a massive jolt and it's horrible sound. So I've put our blue inflatable thing down, which has helped a lot, but we're still getting some banging, so I think we need to procure a second one. So the towpath's really wet and squidgy. So I think we need to get another one, but that doesn't help us tonight. So I think I saw, when we came out of Big Lock earlier, I think I saw an old karting tyre thrown on the side, so I'm just going to go and take a wander up and see if it's still there, and if I think that might do the job. So quality piece of recycling if so, because somebody's just lobbed it there. I can hear mirrors. Do like a good mirror. Interesting. Anyway, that's not what I came for. I came for that. So I think that's one karting tyre. It's absolutely hanging, silty muck, but think I'm going to have that. There you go, I'd say that's potentially success, that, isn't it? The only problem now, of course, is it doesn't work. It's sort of become my problem. Fingers crossed. Alright, time will tell, but there you go. I know it's only tied on with string at the minute, but that's because I can't find any spare rope. But let's see if that does the job.